Now, another thing that I want to talk about is membrane transport. In membrane transport, we have two main types of transport that happens. One is called passive transport, and this requires no energy, and the other is active transport, and this requires energy. Now, in passive transport, there are three types of transport that can happen. The first is called diffusion, and this is simply where you have molecules that move from higher concentrations to lower concentrations, and they freely move right across the membrane, no problem. The membrane is not a barrier to these types of molecules. The second type of passive transport is facilitated diffusion, and this is where, again, molecules move from high concentrations to low concentrations, but they're unable to do this freely across the membrane, and so the membrane has channels that help this. So it facilitates the diffusion through these channels, and this channel usually is like a membrane, a membrane protein. And the third type of passive transport is called osmosis. So this is a type of diffusion, but we have a special term for osmosis because it deals with water molecules. Now, water molecules will move across the membrane freely, but they move from an area of where there is a low solute concentration. So, for example, if there's very little salt on this side of the membrane, and there's lots of salt on this side of the membrane, then the water molecules move from the low solute concentration to the high solute concentration. So you get higher water concentration would be over here, meaning you've got more water molecules per solute molecule than over here. So the water moves in this direction. And the last type is active transport, which requires energy. In this case, you're going to be moving molecules from a lower solute concentration to a higher solute concentration. This requires ATP, and many times requires the help of a protein that this protein changes its shape and essentially moves molecules from this side of the membrane to this side of the membrane.